I usually wait until 8:30 exactly, but a lot of our regulars are here, so I'm just gonna start now. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome back to Lil Euphie's Creative Corner. My name's Lil Euphie. Welcome back to my creative space. How are you guys? Besides feeling chaotic, as usual. Welcome on back, Gray, Christus, Yesiah. I think we might end up seeing Honeybun eventually, because I saw they were shitposting earlier. So I hit my mic, but yeah, there's been chaos on Honeybun's channel as well, so I've just been like, I'm gonna cash out on that, like, hey, I feel that chaos. So welcome on in, everybody. Welcome back. Happy Mother's Day weekend if you guys are celebrating Mother's Day. I have some art to make for my wonderful mother. So yes, let me spawn in some more stars. I feel like we need some more stars in the mix. Boop, boop, boop. We'll do a fourth one. Boop. Okay, let's move on over to the drawing scene, just because that's what I'm trying to do today, is just do some drawing. So it's one of those warmer days today, so it's kind of pointless to wear my artist glove. It's just gonna get gross. So I'm using the washcloth again. So we've got this blank canvas. Ooh, Christus got one of the stars. Did Gray also get one too? I think so. It's been enough jumping that he might as well have gotten a star. Okay, so a while back, my mom had asked me if I could make an art piece of all of our family members doing what they enjoy doing, hanging out with each other. And I'm not going to be able to fully illustrate the entire thing in like 3.5 hours, but I am going to start the initial sketch of it, because this is kind of long overdue. So I hope that you guys will enjoy watching the creative process as I'm working on this artwork. And yeah, if you have some creative thing to work on alongside with me, feel free to whip that on out. If you are enjoying the music and reading, if you're making music, and just wanting a visual creative project to accompany you, making your own artwork, doing a painting, a coloring book. Oh, nice, Gray, you got three of them, nice, awesome. More points for bombs. More points for chaos. So yeah, I went to the store because Wolf and I ran out of toilet paper. So I was like, oh crap, we need to get some more toilet paper. So I went to the store and I saw a whole bunch of coloring books, and it kind of reminded me of that collection of art pieces that I want to combine into my own coloring book someday. So do you know how the piece is going to be? I know that it's going to have 6 people on it. I know that Wolf and my dad are going to be drawn together, like playing on their guitars. I have 2 brothers. I need to sketch them doing something together, maybe like gaming or something. And then so me and my mom would be probably like gardening. So that would probably be what the scene is gonna look like. So my new open, falling from my rollerblades. Ow! Ooh, my goodness. Ooh! I have gotten those kind of injuries before. I was, this was a long time ago. This was like several years ago before I started doing my sketches here. I'll do a little story time, Euphie story time. Hello, Ethereal. Welcome on in. I'm doing a little story time right now because Gray reminded me of the time that I was riding my bike. I think I was like 13 or 14, and I was riding my bike down the neighborhood that I used to live in, and there's a downhill incline, and I was going a little too fast, and I got scared, and I tried to brake with my heels. Don't ever do that, because what happened next was I fell forward. I flew forward over the handles, and skidded my knee really, really badly. The side of my torso here, like where my ribs are, my elbows, and I had scars for 5 or 6 years after that. So yeah. Do some thumbnails first. Yes. So during the previous commissions that I've had for character designs, like people that have like D&D characters, I've done thumbnails for those before because yeah, it sucks when you do like an entire full scale drawing and a design only to have the client be like, yeah, I don't like that. Can you do a different one? So thumbnails, wonderful advice, because it's just a little tiny snippet of what could be if it's, you know, polished up more, made bigger, you know, made a little more cleaner. So yeah. Oh, there's so much art advice that I've seen on like Pinterest that I'm like, could, maybe later. Draw me in the top corner. Oh my gosh. If I knew what you looked like, or if you had like a persona or something, or like an avatar, that would be it'd be good for like a warm up or like an art request. So, once I get to, what is it? The next milestone is 800 subscribers. So once I hit 800 subscribers, then I do another what is it? It's like a milestone piece, but I take in all of the suggestions and requests from the viewers. So that's what the last one was, the space themed one. Cool advice. So let me do my thing. Advice disregarded. My goodness. It's your profile picture. Okay, I'll have to look at it like blown up, so I get a better idea of it. I had to get stomach aches done. Wait, hold on, Strawman. Does my stream give you a stomach ache? Here, let me draw in some some virtual Pepto-Bismol. It's supposed to be me. Okay, let me I'll do a warm up. I'll do a warm up first. Here, let me make this inches, and we'll do 3 by 3. Because I need to do a warm-up. Not most of the time. Oh, well, I hope that it's never. In the future, I hope that it's never of the time. But, you may feel free to talk your crap. He's trapped inside of his profile picture. Okay, let's go to channel, because that's how I figure things out. Okay, gotcha. I see. Okay. I'm going to do a very quick warm-up. Quick warm-up sketch, because it's always better when I do a warm-up. You know, and speaking of warm-ups, I should have done a warm-up before playing Just Dance 2 again the other night. Because I was hurting after I played one song, and I just went a little too hard, and I couldn't breathe afterwards. My side was hurting. I was like screaming at Wolf. I was like, water. I'm just dying. So the help says about searching for the One Piece. Oh my gosh, Bobby's gonna team up with Monkey D. Luffy. Yes, absolutely, Strawman. Yes. I didn't stretch. I didn't do any kind of like an easier dance beforehand. No, I just went straight into the reggaeton song. I think I did SOS, and then I did the reggaeton one. But Yeah. Yeah. Games from like the early 2010s. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's the nostalgia part of it. Apparently they give straw man some stomach aches sometimes, Josiah. Activity, room temp water will work best because otherwise your body has to warm it up. Ah, yes. Yes. I wonder if with like hot water, if it has to like cool it down. I don't know. I just know water's good for you. Yes, life hacks. Okay, so let's do a brief sketch. And I'm just gonna do front facing because I've been working on the mascot VTuber model all day today. And front facing is just a little more comfortably for me right now. It's just kind of the mood that I have been in. Do it up to about right here. Do a little cut off. So it's kind of like a portrait. So we've got headphones, hoodie, beanie, and then hair that's over the eyes. I got the base skirt done, and then the tank top and the jacket sleeves are what I'm currently working on. There's a lot of organizing of these layers, the folders, the separating and the cutting of each of the segments of the VTuber model. I didn't realize how complex it could be until I actually begin to do it, but it's looking really, really nice. I actually am really happy with how it's turning out, so. So this is my not this one. This is a this is a warm-up sketch of Gray, but the SRP mascot VTuber model is my first time ever doing it. So the Vivian VTuber model, because I have a welcome on in, Jonathan Miller. Good to see you again. The PNG tuber of Vivian that I have, which I also made myself. It's cute. Don't get me wrong. And she has like a tablet in front of her that she's drawing just like how I am right now. But it's a little too simple. I want more detail in it, and I could make it a more detailed PNG tuber. Like, don't get me wrong. But there's a lot more movement possible with live 2D cubism, and I want to make a model of her. So, and with that, I want to do more like gaming stuff with it, because I have a lot of games that I would love to be able to stream, but I feel like, you know, with my webcam on and like it being my actual face, you guys can see my tablet and me actually moving my hand across the screen. There's a certain like IRL, you know, charm to, you know, this type of a drawing format. I'm so used to having a symmetry ruler to the other side of this. Actually, let me set that up, because that's gonna help me a lot. Mini PNG or VTuber model with the symmetry ruler here. So I need to make this enabled on all layers. There we go. So anything that I draw over here is just going to be duplicated on this side. Sneak peek into how all of most of the VTuber models are done with the symmetry tool, the symmetry ruler. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is somewhat like, you know, actually really enjoyable, because I only have to draw it once, and then the other side is done for me. But yeah. but I just, maybe I'll just call them different things. Like, this is the creative corner where you can expect creative things, and then my webcam being on. But like the gaming parts of it are with the Vivian VTuber model. And then maybe singing too. It might be a little bit of both, depending on, you know, maybe like the theme or the genre. I don't know. I would just like to separate my hobbies out because I have too many hobbies. I have too many hobbies. Like the gardening stuff, I'm gonna keep in real life because it's very obvious. It's outside. Like, how are you? I guess you could have an outdoor gardening theme VTuber, but like, how are you gonna show the VTuber like doing any weeding or, you know, like planting of seedlings or anything, right? Like, you know, filling up a greenhouse. Should do a movie audio track, but the movie's a guarantee face if you never imagined existed. Oh my gosh. I remember Wolf showed me a movie, an old Western movie with Gene Wilder in it, and I could not fathom that it would ever be able to exist in the current day. Because of the stuff said, I'm just like, no way, brother man, no way. Printed for 2 hours, YouTube for 1 hour, actual art for 15 minutes. The ability to concentrate and like stay in one spot, one screen. Can't do it for longer than 15 minutes. Yes, Blazing Saddles. I lost my mind. I was like, I needed. He was farming for my reaction. I swear. You do it with a green screen, gloves, and a lapel cam. Oh, okay. I can visualize that a little better now. Okay. I think I'm still gonna keep it like my in real life, you know, the self, but that would be interesting to do like a crossover. Pick over my camera goes on your shirt pointing to your hands. Ah, okay. So I have actually seen that perspective before. Hello, Alara. Welcome on in. Hi to you as well. And Sun Honey, welcome on back. Welcome on back, Sun Honey. Sorry, this is taking me forever. But, let's see. I'll do that. We'll do a funny upside down V face. I'm doing a little warm-up portrait right now. Let's see, mark out where the eyes should be. Welcome on in, Spank. Good to see you again. But yeah, I have seen the lapel cam perspectives before. But like they have like gloves on. Like they have the full someone just set up a bomb. But they have like the like full like arm length sleeves on because they don't want to show their skin at all either. So okay, so I suppose there isn't too much of the eye that you see, but just kind of like putting out like where it would be. Am I saying it lapel? Oh my gosh, lapel. I'm just gonna come in here and like give me a slap on the back of the head. Okay, let's go over here. We'll do... I blame all of the VTuber drama videos that I've been watching where they say they pronounce the word debuted as debuted. My brother in Christ, it is pronounced debuted. Debuted. Buted. I understand if English is not your first language. I get it. It looks like how you're supposed to say that, but it is the T is silent, man. I don't even know how to pronounce that, strawman. Nikkei? Niku? Oh, thank you, Ethereal. I lurk in other people's art streams, and I feel the same, so. The beanie headphones are hoodie, and I have a cherry blossom growing from my brain. Oh my gosh! That's adorable. You just say the N-I-C-U? That's how you pronounce that? It's just N-I-C-U? Wait, what? No, really? Wow. Yeah, English is it's complicated. It's like unnecessarily complicated. Right? Or like read and read. Do either one. I'm gonna do the one that I have the image of your profile picture. Because that's the one that I've got a visual of. A visual reference. Let's see, we're gonna make this lot wider. Like the past tense read. Like I read this, but it's spelt the same way. And I'm like, have a root canal and diagram sentences on a chalkboard, right? Yeah. Yeah. I do not know what magma is besides the very hot molten liquid. You have the power, yes. Community art app, oh, that's cool. I've been seeing a lot of those pop up recently. Let's see. I haven't been keeping up to date on it as much as I should, but there's like an art, like a creative community, kind of like a social media platform being developed. So I don't know if it's live yet or not, but that Accelerator was telling me about it a while back. Yeah, I agree with that, Strawman, that it's just kind of like the insanity that I've seen pronounced. Sometimes I'm just like, that I get what you're trying to say, but it's not said like that. So prayer for drama once it was the original part. Oh, which Shakespearean play was it? I remember doing a Midsummer Night's Eve, or was it Midsummer Night's Dream? Is it that one? Midsummer Night's Dream. The monologue about the painted maypole. That was a whole that was a whole thing, and I don't remember it hardly at all, but I I helped myself out in remembering it by making it into a song. So, which, you know, come to find out later on that music and rhythm really helps with memory. So I was doing myself a favor there. So, Twelfth Night. I don't think I've seen or read that one. So. Shakespeare plays and I hate when the lines are just belted out with no understanding about the emotion behind it, right? Like there's context, there's meaning behind these words. You know, there's motivation. You know, when actors say like, what is my motivation? So, Area 51 character. I'm doing a quick portrait sketch of Gray's profile picture because they requested it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking my sweet ass time with it. Make that a multiply. The I bite my thumb lines is often as if he's talking shit. It's literally written as a stutter trying to talk his way out of an ass whoop. Right, exactly. Right? Like, and that is how my English teacher explained it to us as well. So that it's not like a, you know, he's like flipping them off or something. It's like, no, I bite my thumb, but no, you know, I don't bite my thumb at you, you know. Like, no, I'm flipping off the ground. I'm not flipping it off at you. It's him trying to evade being, getting an ass whopping. Like, the entire context behind it, so. Shopping for a new quilting sewing machine. Ooh, wonderful. Awesome. I watched a Sarah Spaceman video about one of her friends got a Strawberry Miku cosplay from Goodwill for like $12, and she was doing a review of it, and she was explaining, oh gosh, what is the type of stitch that she was talking about. There's a specific machine that makes those kind of stitches. I can't remember what it's called. I should have been more, my brain should have been spongier about it. But yeah, it was some of the stitches were just like, she's looking at this, she's all like, why is this like this? Was Charlie biting his brother's thumb a Shakespearean reference this entire time? Charlie, how dare you? How could you, Charlie? It's crazy to me, but like, it shouldn't be crazy because, you know, the passage of time and how that works. But like, the fact those kids are like a lot older now, it's just kind of, I don't know. I feel wrinkles. I feel wrinkles growing upon my face. And then hoodie, let's throw that in. Okay, I don't know if he's that old now, Christmas. He did some time traveling. Stitch, that's where I use a whip make someone else. Marsh, you do it. You do it. I run a black company, don't you see? I recently learned what that term meant because of a lot of the Niji Sanji stuff that happened like last year. I was watching a lot of Muujin videos, a lot of there's a couple of other VTubers that cover like VTuber drama and stuff, but I was like, oh, that's what that means. Oh, yeah. Company that takes on sweatshop like practices. So I was like, oh, okay, well. Shows on Fox that were just real footage of animals attacking people. Well, now we can have those videos on YouTube sometimes. These silly people that are approaching, you know, bulls and bull moose, and bears and you know, buffalo and bison. Yeah. That's always a real. Oh, okay. Very wholesome. Yes. It shows you what not to do. Oh my goodness. Almost reminds me of like America's Funniest Home Video. It's like mountain lions attacking people and bears. Oh my gosh. It's giving me real life Happy Tree Friends vibes. Or it's just like, yeah, this is totally wholesome. And then someone brings a chainsaw out. Totally wholesome. Okay, we've got some headphones. Let's do that real quick. Belly black snake was like he wasn't more aggressive snake like the brown snake. Oh my goodness, that would terrified me. I mean, okay, I was pretty scared of this one moment. So I used to live in California with my family, and we would come up to Oregon, where I'm currently living. But we would come up to Oregon for like a Christmas, for like a little family vacation with my grandparents up here. And in their backyard, they had a bunch of garter snakes. And I didn't know that. And I found a hole in the grass, and I put my hand in the hole, and I felt snakes around my head. So I went, Nope. So, core memory, right there. Why did the gazelle get tired? Because it ran out of gasoline. I'm gonna. If Wolf isn't lurking in the chat, I'm gonna use that on him tonight. Oh my gosh. That was a good one. Let's see. Some texture here. A little bit of an indent. And then there's also what looks like a band-aid on the nose. Kind of want to make the headphones like spread out a little wider. They look a little cramped. Okay, so I'm just quickly cleaning this up so there's not so many different sketch layers going on here. To a stream where he just reacts to crazy stuff. Yeah. Well, sometimes we'll be like eating dinner and watching that kind of crazy stuff and making commentary, and I have to wonder sometimes like if that would be good as like commentary. It's just total crackhead energy though. Like I would not want anyone to take what I say seriously in that kind of a format. Because sometimes the stuff I say it doesn't make any kind of sense. So I have a movie trailer lines. Imagine the commentary. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't fully scroll down. I didn't see the title, and I just thought, I was like, okay, this is just, this is a cowboy movie poster. And I scroll down, I'm like, that out loud. Oh my goodness. Wow. Fred Williamson. Wow. I think I have to go use the restroom now. I already had like a drink earlier, if you guys couldn't tell, but like now I'm just all like, okay. if I keep laughing like this, I'm gonna end up regretting it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Legendary. Part legend. Oh my goodness. Let me get this cleaned up a little bit more, and I'm gonna I'm gonna have to use the restroom really quick. Oh my gosh. I try to maintain calmness and a nice relaxing vibe, but the chaos will inevitably find me. It will find me regardless. Okay. I'm getting a little bit more of the face cleaned up here. So once I get the symmetry tool on, then, you know, it's smooth sailing. Can remove that. And go in there individually. Okay, give me 1 second, because I'm gonna use the restroom really quick. I have to type in here. Not type, but write. I'm gonna put a BRB right here. Okay, so I'm gonna be right back. Mr. Sandman, pass! Pass! I don't need that guy continuously showing up. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to, I have to use the restroom. Okay. I also went and changed my shirt because I realized I've been in that one all day. He's coarse and rough and irritating. He gets everywhere. Yes, Anakin Skywalker very much does not like Mr. Sandman. Either, for those exact reasons. Sure, whatever you say. People like giving a side eye like like, okay, bro. Okay, let's see here. Oh, I need that symmetry tool on. I was like, why is this not drawing on the other side? That needs to be happening. Was there a star going around? You dropped somewhere in there. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Okay, I need to move that over. Move that. That was a very high jump. I was like, there's no way that was... There's no way that was achieved naturally. That must have been a bomb. I'm gonna make sure I'm on the right layer here. Okay. Let's take away that. Erase most of this here, which is the hair that's being shown. Okay. I think that's pretty good for a warm-up sketch. Actually, no. Hold on, I have to one-up myself here. Drop that down to 50. And then... turn that back on. Do the shadow. I gotta do shadows. I gotta put the shadows in there. Make it a little more dynamic. And before this, you know, ends up turning into its own VTuber model. Hello, beer guy. Welcome on in. The band-aid was a die for a second. Oh my gosh! I see it! I can't unsee it now. There's like a cyclops. Oh my goodness. What can be seen cannot be unseen. Oh my goodness. I hadn't even thought of that until you mentioned it. I was like, wait a second, wait, hold on. I see it too. It has been, it has. But I'm glad you're back. Good to see you again. At least over here. I see over at Wolf's a lot. So I'm like, oh. So when I see people back over here, I'm like, welcome back to my silly art show. Okay, I think that's good. Let's make Sorry, I like being extra with my work sometimes. I don't really know why. That's just the way it is. It's just how I am. Especially when I have a nice texture on this brush. A little extra texture there. Another multiply on. A little bit of a darker brush. And we'll put... Alrighty, Gray, have a wonderful rest of the night. Hope that you like the artwork. I'll post this one up on my channel as well, so you guys can you can save that if you'd like to. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of the night, Gray. Snore loud. Wake up the entire neighborhood. Oh, it's always nice to see you too, Beer Guy. Okay, let me move that on over. I'll put a little thing here. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Save it as Gray portrait. I'm gonna save this as a Clip Studio format, but also a PNG. Save as G, and this, that's gonna be our warm up for today. Anytime, Beer Guy. Alrighty. Yes, have pleasant dreams, Gray. I'll post that up on the channel after the stream tonight, as I usually do. Okay, so I'm trying to visualize what I want this to look like. How would I get the interior? I'm gonna zoom this out a whole bunch so that I can sketch this out without having to be like all details and crackhead energy. So would you rather only be able to get the first part of a question, or I see the joke. I'm reading this, I'm like, wait a second. I'm gonna go with or. Okay, let me see. I kind of want there to be some grass out here, and we'll put like some different weeds. Nice little landscape, some dandelions and stuff, some crabgrass. I'm telling myself, don't zoom in. Don't zoom in. I'm like second guessing the orientation of this canvas. I'm like, wait, should I actually have it the other way? No. Let's see. Have these two here as the music slowly fades into an awkward silence. It's just like, music, where are you going? No, don't leave me. Those two there. Let's do... This is gonna end up being a really... I'm gonna try and make this a really nice piece, and I don't think I'll be able to finish it by Mother's Day, because that would be it in like what, 2 days, so. Oh my goodness, it has ethereal. Wow. That happens almost every single stream that I have, and I used to stream for like 4.5 hours, and if I got more done during the day, I'd be able to start at 7:30 instead of 8:30, but just because I have house chores to do, that's why I usually start at 8:30 instead. But like, they always go by so quickly. So one of these days I have promised to do a 24-hour stream challenge where I'm just making artwork the entire time, or being creative, right? Like, you know, I might switch off and do like a painting or a different, like a different kind of a craft. So Christus is either living in the past or in the future. Either way, they're a time traveler. I'm putting out a little deck right here. Oh, I know how I know how I'm gonna illustrate this. Okay, I've got an idea now. It's gonna be no railing right there. Like, I wanna do like karaoke covers, but that would be very different than what I'm doing right now. So that's why I feel like inside I'm just like, maybe like a different persona. We'll do it with a different persona. But yeah, so trying to finish this all in like by Sunday, I think is a little insane. I'm sure if I never left my studio, I might be able to do it, but this is the initial start of it. This is the initial sketch. So here, let's put like a stool, not a poop, a chair without a back part of it. So we call it a stool. I remember when I was younger and I was playing a bunch of like computer games, because I don't know if my mom still has a Big Fish Games account or not, but I had access to her Big Fish Games account, and so me and my brothers, we would get access to a whole bunch of different computer games. Diner Dash, oh yeah. Mystic Inn, oh yeah. I'm going through nostalgia right now, but I remember there was an animal like zookeeper game that I played, and it took me forever to figure out that the scientific name for poop is stool, because one of the missions was like, you know, you're a doctor in a zoo, and so you're having to figure out the different illnesses and injuries of these zoo animals. And I think it's the giraffe see the giraffe or the elephant, but like there's something going on with with its stool, and I for the life of me could not figure out that it was not talking about the chair. It's talking about the feces. I'm just like, why is this? Why am I not able to click on the chair? I'm like, it says stool. Oh, good times. Questionable times in my youthful intelligence and lack thereof. So I'm making 2 stools here for 2 other characters to sit upon. They might be very simple sketches, but that's what I want. Simple thumbnail type sketches. Trying to remember. I have to ask my mom or my dad about the orientation in which my dad holds the guitar. I think that's why I'm only starting this off as a simple sketch, so I can easily change this later. Also, like, who's supposed to come out stool shaped? I don't know. I don't know what the origins of that word is. Like, watch, it ends up being like linked to like Latin or something. But yeah, it took me forever to figure that out. I was like, there's no way. Like, something is wrong with the chair? Like, what, am I supposed to sit on this a different way? There's no way for my character to do this. I don't even see my character. I know Wolf is right-handed here. And then, oh my goodness, this is all in one layer. Let's see. I'll zoom that back out again. It's a very front-facing piece. I could do this at a different angle, but I don't want to make this like frustratingly complicated for myself. So I'm doing it like this. Let's see. I wonder if trying to visualize this a little bit better inside my head. Just the timing of the extension command. I'm trying to figure this out. Let's see. I want this to be inside the house. So have I felt a sense of doom so badly? Oh my goodness, I understand how you feel, Ethereal. There have been times where I will put on like the soundtrack that I have playing right now, and it just immediately calms me down. And then I would look at the time and I'd be like, oh, I have half an hour until until my next shift starts. And then all of the anxiety and the sweat would begin to accumulate and build up. But it's interesting how, like, listening to these songs like over and over again, I immediately get into the mindset of being relaxed and doing artwork and, you know, allowing for like 3.5 hours to pass by. And the steadiness of that time passing by. Sometimes it feels longer, sometimes it feels shorter, depending on what you're doing or, you know, what you're thinking about, the people that you're around. But regardless of what you're doing, it will continue to pass by. And that certainty is, it's a comfort in a way. You know, I used to tell my old coworkers that eventually, because, you know, sometimes we would be having really stressful shifts, and the work would just continue to pile up. But I would tell them, eventually you'll be back home. Eventually you'll be back in your bed and doing what you enjoy doing, you know. The time will pass by at a constant rate. Sometimes it feels faster, sometimes it feels slower, but nevertheless, it moves. The clock will continue to move, you know, unless we're stuck in some, you know, some strangely bubble universe where the time never passes. But what a nightmare that would be. So it's a comfort. It's a comfort that, you know, regardless of what we're doing, time will continue to pass by. And eventually, God permitting, that, you know, we'll be able to get back to our homes, get back to our beds, and rest our heads down for the night. So, or the early morning in some people's cases. But yeah. So I think listening to really, I don't know, relaxing and calming types of music, it helps the time pass by in a more peaceful way. I am gonna put a window. I'm gonna put a window in here. And I'm gonna have I know what I'm gonna have my brothers doing here in this illustration. Inside of here there is, let's see, I'm trying to visualize this better. There is a couch and they're watching funny videos. Watching funny videos on the couch. One of them's going to be in a recliner too. Move that a little bit closer, so it's more in the frame. Okay, so I've got 6 people to illustrate there eventually. Where is the pastry? I don't know where Honey Bun's at. They were doing a lot of shit posting on their channel though, so I had to comment. I was all like, Menacingly. I had to contribute my own shitpost there. Very uneven roofing here, but I think the point is coming across that this is indeed a roof. This is the roof here. So my mom had requested this artwork many months ago, and so I am trying my best to make good on that. Do some siding. There's also gonna be a sliding glass door here. Totally not modeling this after my house. The sun in the top corner. Oh, where could I put that? I might do some sunspots, some little lens flares. I don't know where the top corner, like over here. But yeah, I might actually have like the lighting. So Honey Bun went live for only a brief 11 seconds. They're like, what? What? They went live on their channel and I missed it? Oh my goodness. Well, if it happens again, I'll have to check it out. Time permitting. You know, if it ends up being at like 3 in the morning, I'll be like, and like dead asleep. But like, yeah, I could see like sunspots and some lens flares like coming out right here actually. That would actually be good. Because then we could have some really nice lighting over here and then over here. I forget to put the lighting in, and sometimes it can kind of be figured out afterwards, like after the initial sketch part of it. But yeah, in some illustrations where like the lighting is very dynamic, I'm too shady. I have to put it in random stops. That makes sense. Sometimes, yeah, it is like that, and hopefully some people don't notice. Because some of my pieces are like that too, where I'm just all like, oh no, where is the light source? Like, nobody notices. But that's why I was trying to get like a visual. I'm just like, let me just close my eyes and see like what could this look like. I'm not gonna be able to fill in all of the blanks, but like, yeah. There've been some really pretty like anime illustrations that I've seen that the light dot, you know, the little white dot inside of the eye is coming from one direction, but the shadows are like they're contradicting. And I have to force myself to ignore it. I'm like, don't. It just appreciate everything else about the art. Which not I don't see. But whenever I notice stuff like that, I try to like take it into account for my own artwork. So, oh, welcome on back, Angel Eyes. Good to see you again. Happy Mother's Day weekend. Working on the thumbnail. Well, it's thumbnail-ish. It's a very rough draft. But getting the initial sketch in. And then, not that I really need to do much of this part, but there's a little bit of the interior that we see here. And then there's another window. And then there's like a corner. A little bit of a corner right here. This perspective is totally messed up, but it's the idea of it. It's the idea. Right, me too. My favorite part of the illustration process is putting the colors in and then the shadows and the highlights, because it just really starts to pop off. It starts to pop off the canvas there, and I lose my mind. So when I see other people's artwork and like the process of it, I'm just like staring. I'm like staring at their artwork. I'm like, how did you do that? That's magical, man. I so desperately want to go to like an anime or manga museum just to see it all. Like, you know, it doesn't even have to be like strictly just illustrations, but like the process of making the animation, you know, all the different frames, the cell shading of it all. I'm an art nut. Getting more of a silhouette on some of these characters. So again, having this completely zoomed out is helping me a lot by not... I tend to be really detail oriented and you know, detail focused to the point where I will zoom it in entirely and then I'll zoom out and wonder, why does it look weird? So I try my best in the very beginning parts of this to keep it zoomed out like this, so I can see the entire thing. And then when it's time to put in the little nitty-gritty details, that's when I start to zoom in. Keyframes, a different anime to use for planning. Oh, that's a good idea, Ethereal. That's a good method. Especially when some of those scenes in anime are so pretty. Oh my goodness. Like, the storyboarding. I would love to see like the animatic or like storyboards from some of these things, like to fill in the blanks of it. Oh my goodness. Like, they're just so pretty. Especially food in anime. Whew. I've spoken about this before and then ultimately like given myself a craving. That's fine now. It's fine because we recently got a shipment in for Omaha Steaks, and one of those boxes has lobster tail in it. So I'm okay with giving myself a craving because of anime food. I'm just saying, I think if a lot of, you know, like chain restaurants or like fast food places were to, you know, get some anime advertisement, you know, versions of their food for advertisements, I think that a lot of people would be flocking to their restaurants, because man, they just make it look so good. I'm gonna drop some more stars in the mix. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, I can't stop thinking about it. Woo! Let's see. We got 2. We got one more. Oh my gosh, is it gonna? Oh no. Inside of the extension, and the link was posted a little up in the chat. But I think inside of the extension, the actions are less laggy. But the extension doesn't always work for everybody, so. Let's see, what side? Here's split on that side, so it goes that way. Fruity pebbles with banana chopped up in it. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, so I was doing the dishes earlier today, as I do, part of my household tasks, and I noticed there was a bowl of, oh nice, Angel Eyes. I'm glad that it works for you. I noticed that there was an empty bowl with some chocolate flavored milk in it, and some chocolate pebbles, some cocoa pebbles. And I didn't eat cocoa pebbles last night, or I guess this morning. So it was Wolf. This is why we are running out of milk and cereal. Because he'll get up and not be able to sleep. He'll get up in the wee hours of the morning and make himself a bowl of cereal. I'm not mad. I'm just saying that the Cocoa Pebbles are mine. They're mine. But I question him about it. I'm just all like, did you have a bowl of cereal this morning? Because I'm finding your leavings, sir. I'm trying not to get too zoomed in. Reminding myself like, that's not what we do. We do not zoom in entirely yet. some makeup in my eye. I'm gonna stretch out my hand a little bit. With the artist gloves, I don't have this issue. But with the washcloth sometimes, like this part of my palm will get a little crampy. So I just gotta stretch it out a little bit. And not worry about the clicking in my pinky. I'm like, oh, it doesn't do it every time, but it does click. Like, that's not a concern at all. Some of this I may need to adjust when it's a little more developed. Yeah. Alrighty, Ethereal, have a wonderful shift. I hope that your workday goes well for you. And then all is nice and calm and time and watch it on later. Awesome. Yes, I hope that the time passes by quickly for you and you're back on home. Back in your nice comfort area. Bye, Ethereal. Have a good shift. Let's see, I need to zoom, I need to zoom it out again. So right now I'm just doing some preliminary sketches of these characters so I can get a good idea of what direction they'll be facing. And then proportions. I'm gonna adjust that leg before it ends up getting a little out of control. Whoops. There we go. I was like, why is that a darker color all of a sudden? Sorry if I'm being awkwardly silent. Just doing my drawings. Okay. I'm getting into the details of the inside of the house here. Have his arm going over the couch a little bit. I want to put like a frame outside of this window. And then In true window fashion. There's a little divider right here. Welcome on in, Myers Media. Good to see you again. Thank you. I'm trying to start this off with a very, like, simple sketch so I don't end up getting, like, I don't know. Like, if I get, like, too zoomed in on something and then I'm like, all the details, and then I zoom out and it looks totally off. I have lost that time and that work, because then I have to probably delete it because it's like, that doesn't look right. So that's why I try to do things completely zoomed out. So yeah, that is me process. And earlier I did a warm-up portrait sketch of one of our viewers. Hello L2 Productions, a Wolf Raid. Welcome on in if you're coming in from the Wolf Raid. I'm making some Mother's Day artwork. If you enjoy the artwork, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to see more of my artwork, I have a gallery link. You guys can check that out. You can see more of my artwork. Yes, I saw. I was like, wait, there's a Wolf Raid coming in. Hold on. Let me get this gallery link on in here. Hopefully it works. Is it not gonna post it? Oh my gosh. Streamlabs has let me down. Yeah, it hasn't posted this entire time, has it? Hold on, let me make sure that's working. If not, here, I'll just post my gallery link myself. There we go. If you want to see more of my artwork, check that link. I have lots of fun artwork up on there. So 15K, nice, congratulations. But yeah, why is it not working? Where is it? Why is that inactive? Okay, for some reason it was disabled. I was like, okay, we're just gonna do that. Okay. There. Now it should be working. I don't understand why it wasn't, but there we go. Okay. I want to end up redoing that hand. Plant with some roots coming out of it. Welcome on in, Laverian Savage. Good to see you again. Went off. Welcome back, Some Bad Timing. Good to see you again. It always catches my attention because I see so many avatars just like exploding upwards.
Change of plans. Tell your husband I'm moving to South Carolina. Woo, the South gone rise again. Boo oh oh.
Thank you very much for the $10 donation, Librarian Savage. Oh my gosh. Did you say South Carolina? I hope that it does well for you. The South gonna rise again, boy. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've been there before. I think I might have gotten close when my family and I went to Ohio. Let me just double check here. I don't want to being like geologically inept. Oh my goodness. You need to watch your back. Oh my gosh, please watch your back. Well, we're gonna end up seeing you in the news. No. I think the closest that I've been to South Carolina was when we flew into... Did we fly into Georgia? And then we went to... Because we went on a family vacation in Florida. I think no, maybe we flew into Florida. I don't know. That's the closest I've been, so... Isn't there a movie or a skit by Dave Chappelle that where he's doing that? I could have sworn I've seen clips. Oh my goodness. If you're around people that are able to laugh at that, you know you're around good people. You know you're around the, like, I don't know, people that are allowed to have fun. Like, it makes me... Oh my goodness. People are gonna end up, like, clipping this out of context. For, like, future gotcha moments with me, I'm just all like, nope. This is funny. It's funny. You had him in your chat. Add to the list of characters that show up. He starts having a conversation with Quark. With Quark and Data. Oh my gosh, yeah, we had barbecue earlier today, Librarian. I couldn't finish all of it. I couldn't finish all of it. There's still some in the fridge left over. The baked beans. I'm a little wary when I see baked beans on a menu because I can't have like super spicy stuff. I can have a little bit, not a whole bunch. And I've had some baked beans sometimes where it's like, it is just too spicy. But those baked beans were really, really good. So. We ended up ordering out. But yeah, it was good and it was very affordable. We ate our food and then I used the restroom and I realized that we were out of toilet paper. Did you have one spicy bean? Depends. It depends. Welcome on in, honey bun. Welcome on in. Is it true you went live earlier for a little bit? I heard some rumors that you went live. Oh, you didn't mean to. Oh, okay, okay. I was like, what? I missed it. What? Okay, gotcha. Well, it's all good. I'm happy that you're here anyway. I'm making some Mother's Day artwork. Yes, yes. There's the pastry. Oh, oh, is that what it was? Okay. I just heard through the grapevine. Well, that's cool though. That's exciting. Welcome on in, Garbo. Good to see you again. Good to see the explosives again. Oh. Oh. We need some more currency, I see. Bam, 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 bam. I miss my webmail. Oh my goodness. She left and she took the kids. One Christmas morning. Never to be seen again. Oh, dang, that's some good timing you had there, Carpo. Tape low key, smell nice. Maybe some colors of duct tape. Maybe. I would say don't sniff it to excess though. That might not be good for you. like an excessive amounts of of like Sharpies. Everything in moderation. Everything in moderation. Don't go crazy with it. That's all I'm gonna say. Know your limits. Oh, was it the rat one? That one's coming along really nicely. Let's see. Thumb here. I used to have an uncle sadly became a Sharpie head. Wait, is this true? Is this true, Christus, that you lost an uncle to Sharpie? I don't know. He went into the woods and never seen him again. He became a Sharpie monster. This Sharpie entity, like a Bigfoot, but it's just fully made out of Sharpies. Oh, cool. I'll have to check that out later, honey bun. Let's make a Butters from South Park mask. Oh my gosh, that'd be so much fun. I'm just marking out where eyebrows and the eyes are gonna be. Yeah, I heard you creeping in here.
Dang, cat in here?
No.
She outside?
I think so.
Let's get away now.
Okay. And now I'm doing little extras because I, like a train, there isn't much left. Oh, nice! You were fully locked in. See, stream mascot with camera on him or her. Oh yeah, like they have I've seen a lot of I was talking about the VTuber stuff earlier, but it's relevant now with the like a chat mascot. I've seen a lot of VTubers doing that where it's like a dog or a cat or like a type of food or something with a face. Could seeing it being like a if we had like the black cat as one, that would be fun. Although I guess it would probably be a little too similar to mine though, huh? Skin has a cat called Stinky. Oh my gosh. That's fun. Or like, oh gosh. It'd have to be something related to his show very much so. Like a cute bullet with a face or something. Yes. But is it Ma'am or is it Roscoe? Cause that one over there in the corner by the fireplace is Roscoe. And he's actually in, is he the cat from my story? I haven't quite decided. I think he should be. Because Vivion's in the story as like a virtual singer, performer, like idol kind of a character. Do a t-shirt here. Trying to make sure these proportions, like if one of these characters ends up being like teeny tiny in comparison to the other one, we're like, something is not right. Something is very strange looking here. Oh no, what happened? The brain seems to be impaled. Like a spear hanging out of it. So again, I'm just putting some shadows where the eyes are gonna be. Just trying to plot them out. Like baby. You kicked the baby. Oh my goodness. I need to open up the window. It is getting a little stuffy in here. But before I do that, I'm gonna save this. Believe it or not, I have not saved this entire thing yet. I need to do that. So, we're gonna name this.
Just want to shout out Kanye. I can finally come out as a black national socialist. My anthem is reality feels good not to hide anymore.
Very savage, thank you for the $5. What? Okay, hold on. Let me save this. Hold on. Let me. Oh my gosh. I had to reread the message. I was like, hold up. Oh my gosh. I wish you luck in your your future journey, Lavarian. May it be prosperous and grand. Yeah, I'm gonna open up this window so I can breathe a little bit. Oh my goodness. I can't breathe. Ooh. There we go, there's a breeze. Just trying to clarify the face a little bit more. They look a little creepy right now just because the eyes are just shadows. They're just sockets where they should be. What is your confession? This is the confessional chat. Do you sleep with your socks on? It is such a freeing feeling when you take your socks off before getting into bed. It's just so freeing. I don't know how else to describe it. I know I go off a lot, and then I did, and I'm a sailor on shooter games. You know, I'm the same way though. I'm the same way though, because when I'm playing Colorful Stage, or like a racing game, or I mean, just recently Just Dance too. You know, when I didn't do any kind of warm-ups, I'm like cussing myself out. I'm like, I should have done a warm-up. I should have done a warm-up. And now I'm regretting this. I'm having a hard time breathing. But, you know. Sometimes it is warranted. Sometimes it is justified. Oh yes, Scarbo. Oh yes. I actually really want to get back into playing it, but I need a headset that actually works. Because the headset that I was gifted, like it feels like 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a while. It is all bricked up. I can't play anything on it. I can get into the starting area, you know, where you can customize what it looks like in there. But as far as opening up any apps, can't do it. I get the little spinning wheel of death on each one of them. So, but oh man, Beat Saber, whoo. I had side loaded a whole bunch of custom songs in there. So yeah, one of those was that the squat challenge. My thighs were burning. They were burning. I think my highest score on the like 100 squat challenge was like maybe in the 60s or the 70s. Yeah. But man, I went hard on some of those songs. You just get into it, you know? You just get totally zoned in to the game. It's, yeah. I had a hard time like not playing it for hours until my arms are just like so sore because it's a workout. So, but yes, definitely warm up. I have not played. I haven't played Stardew Valley before, surprisingly enough. As well as what's the other game that's like it? It's Animal Crossing. Haven't played Animal Crossing either. I never had a Nintendo Switch, so was not able to play that. But it does look very cozy and wholesome. Destroy the PlayStation remote when I threw it at the TV when I was 16. I got Gold Cup and Gran Turismo. Nice. So after 3 or 4 beers, when the filter has been taken off. I have to destroy a PlayStation remote. Oh my gosh. Yeah, now the TVs have become so thin that it's, you know, you could snap them in half. Oh, same Garbo. They're just sore. They're just sore from like that huge workout. But you know, then at least you've got beefy arms. I think either both or one of my brothers has played Pavlov VR. I think that they have. I know that my youngest brother played Half-Life Alyx. So, and he enjoyed that one. So, but yeah, I know that I know Wolf's entertaining getting a new VR headset for for trolling people in VR chats. That is going to be hilarious to see. I did see that people were modding Half-Life Alyx to put in the TV screen like whatever they wanted. And just making absolute shitposts with it. I was just like, this is great. This is what we're meant to do. This is creativity at its most hilarious. The lack of sleep has me losing stuff left and right. Are you sleep deprived, honey bun? Do you need the melatonin? The sleep drug? Space racing games will do it. Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, like, even for me, just even like a bright screen, my eyes start to get really heavy and tired. I was trying to level up some of my characters in Colorful Stage the other night while I was in bed. I'm like trying to like cover the screen with the blanket so the light doesn't protrude. But even that, you know, like even just like the bright phone screen just made my eyes really tired. Hopefully this is slowly starting to come together, make a little bit more sense. Each day to the point I feel like I was a human shell in a false reality. Oh my goodness. Well, I can't say I don't know what that feels like because I definitely know what that feels like. Whole week without sleep. Yeah. Yeah, you start feeling like a human shell. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Progress made on the mask. So there's some sort of dream animals. Yeah. Yeah. Some sort of noises outside. This is one of the, yeah, this is one of the newer songs I added the other night. The other night being last weekend. The sleep paralysis demon rats. You don't want to mess up your meeting with the sleep paralysis demon rat, okay? Yes. Indeed. By his name alone. Flip this around. Oh my goodness, that is gonna give it some really interesting texture there, honey bun. And is it the duct tape? Oh, nice. Yeah, that's gonna be a cool texture on it. It reminds me of the duct tape wallets that I saw so many times in middle school. People making, putting duct tape all over their Converse. All over the backpacks, everything. Everything had duct tape on it. of Emergent's house and saw the skin burst. So she was using her. What? What? I've not seen that series that you're talking about, honey bud. I was starting to read and I was like, what? The casual smiling face afterwards. Nothing concerning. Ah, gotcha. So is it a TV show? His hair almost looks like the guy from Static X. Ah, gotcha. So there's a character that ends up using a human body as a costume. This is giving me some cupcakes vibes. The creepypasta My Little Pony story. I'm gonna redo this mouth here. Not super happy with how it turned out. Ah, okay. That makes a little bit more sense then. Instead of a robot's body. Well, that's a cool concept. These independent shows and movies, you know, and I was just talking to my best friend about this, how a lot of like the mainstream movies that you hear about, hitting the theaters and having these really big budget productions, like they're just like a remake or like a like a sequel to something, or we're kind of burnt out from that, of remakes and sequels to, or prequels, right, to stories that we've heard before. And we were talking about how there's a lot of indie movies and shows that like they're not attached to any big studio, or like a production company, right? It's less about check marking a set of boxes so that they can get an award for something, and it's more about the actual story, that we're being immersed by, that we're being entertained by, and I can't be mad at it, honestly, because there had to be a time for more eyes to be on the indie scene, especially with like the internet being such a vital tool in that, into discovering these things and appreciating them, and helping other people discover them too. So some big laughing grins here. A little bit wider. shave this down. Sorry, I completely forgot to unmute myself. So there's an independent movie called Independence Day after wait, so it was released the day after Independence Day? I'm confused. Or is it called Independence Day after Independence Day? I can use it to type stuff and use it as a voice on streams. What? Really? That's cool. I've seen that showing up in a lot of like VTuber streams. But I don't know what it's about. And it says what you type. Oh, it has a text to speech. That's cool. So yeah, you totally could use it for that. Yeah, house, society get together and sell your bug cartel was has migrated to town says take a friend's mom and daughter hostage for money. Oh, that'd be a good story. Oops. Channel's called The Cleric. Oh, that sounds funny. Germans running around on repo. Are they speaking in English with a German accent, or is it they're speaking in German? There's so many words in German and also in Russian too that like in English they sound very, you know, soft and wholesome, but then in German and in Russian they sound so aggressive. They swap from German to English. Oh my goodness, that's cool. Like in the middle of like an angry rant and they're going from German to English. I could see that being really funny. Out of everybody's face, this one is the more developed one. Dun dun. This face is way too big on this kind of a body. So because so we really want a special for them if they take family hostage, offer away out $1.5 million. See, like I could see that being an actual thing that happens, and I hope that you're like copying and pasting this like from somewhere or like copying it to like somewhere else, because the chat is not forever. I hope that you're saving this somewhere. See, I die in the exchange payout. Oh my gosh, a glorious death. He went out fighting. to make sure the I have to make sure the thing is still working again. Okay, it's still active. Okay. Is that one right? Yes. We're gonna enable that one. Okay, let's see here. Go into here. And this is still on only one layer, and I'm trying to not think about that too much. Now it looks creepy. The initial sketches are always a little methy. That's a good question. The answer is I played the That's a good answer. She's like, I'm not saying anything. I don't have to. It's like the 8-ball answer, like, I think you already know the answer. Answer the question with me struggling to keep my eyes. Now that's for sure. Like, I think you already know the answer. I think I'll call my movie this Southern Way. Yeah, it's very, very south. The different kind of south. As I walk away like Jack Sparrow, just like the hands all up. About to get eaten by cannibals. thrown in the... I'm really just doing like t-shirts with these. I'll probably just do different colors and patterns on them. Usually everybody in my family wears like a t-shirt. Jack Sparrow walk, yes. Yes. Smell somebody's campfire, I think. The other night, somebody in our neighborhood, they were like burning plastic or something. And we smelled some sort of like a burning plastic, but we couldn't see anything. So, okay. I really want to do something else over here. Like, just a little bit more like definition, maybe. Kind of carve it out. Kind of looks like Bart Simpson. Oh, it's like, that's not what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to look like my younger brother. One of my younger brothers. Be a part 2 to my movie. Oh, so you're gonna leave with a cliffhanger? And I was like, I'm fine. I need to call my lawyer. Wait. I'm like, yeah, bro, you don't have one on retainer. I'm like, you don't. Like, what happened? Who we suing? Oh my gosh. That'd be hilarious if your friends like put up like a mock trial and one of them pretended to be your lawyer. Put on some like Phoenix Wright music. The base of my mask, and I'm gonna paint it tomorrow. Awesome. Cool. It'll be fun to have a project to work on for tomorrow. That's how I feel about this one. I'm just like, this is gonna be a project and a half. So I'm imagining that my brothers are sitting in the living room here, and they are watching and this is very specific, but it's because I saw a post on Facebook earlier that was talking about how and I completely agree with doing this, how there's parents out there that are having their kids watch the cartoons that they grew up on. And the screenshot of the TV show that the parent was having their kid watch was of Arthur. And there was this person in the comment section that was getting all like riled up over how like Arthur's a bad influence on kids, and I'm just all like, I watched Arthur. I didn't see anything bad about it. But in the same vein, they were talking about how wholesome like Thomas the Tank Engine is, and I remember watching that as well. The older version of it. It's not like all polished and everything, and it's very stop motion animation. And DW had some sass on her. I was like, my goodness, girl, where'd you learn that from? But so I replied to this person's comment saying, oh yes, Thomas the Tank Engine is so wholesome. Pulls up and then I linked the George Carlin dub of Thomas the Tank Engine, where there's clips where he's actually, you know, doing the the narration of it, right? And then there's clips from his comedy skits or like interviews where he's just dropping like an F-bomb. He's talking about how Thomas can like vomit up the alphabet soup and divide the consonants and the vowels from each other. How he can speak several languages, but he's banned in all of those countries. So that's what I am imagining that my brothers inside the living room here are laughing at. That's what I'm imagining here. Long-winded explanation, but if you guys haven't seen that video, somebody had re-uploaded it like a few years ago. It is hilarious. The first time I ever watched it, I had to like take a moment to realize that George Carlin was the narrator. Because I was like, this is too good. Why does this fit so well? Island, VR Troopers, Wishbone, HBO After Dark. Oh my goodness. We all have our nostalgic TV shows that we grew up on. Frank Castle and John Wick. Oh my gosh. They'd be unstoppable. Nobody gonna hurt the puppers now. Puppers is protected. Okay, I think I'm gonna give some more clarity over here. Dark blue, showing that was almost the same color on each, but with slightly different sizes. To find which one I use on this one crochet project. Oh my goodness. I can imagine that like cosplayers have like people that make their own cosplays have probably felt very similar to that, having to sift through several shades of red or like orange or purple or you know, different greens. Definitely when I was going through all of the different shades of green for Wolf and I's wedding, I couldn't even be mad at myself that some of the sage greens were just a little bit different, because we're getting them from different brands and different factories and different, like, you know, Amazon stores. They're gonna differ a little bit, so yeah. Sacrifices must be made to save the budget. I was like, I am not in the area to like physically look at these samples, and B, I have a budget I have to maintain. So Amazon is the way to go for me, at least, or like Facebook Marketplace. At least then I didn't have to pay for shipping. But I do actually... Where did they go? I still have a couple of, like, sashes and scarves from the wedding. But one of these days I'm going to put up a lot of the decor and different color blocks on either eBay or Facebook Marketplace or something, because I'm like, there's a bunch of wedding stuff. Here you go. And is he really? Is he really, or is that a joke, Yesiah? See, when I go into further clean up this, a lot of these proportions and face shapes are gonna change. He really interesting. I am surprised. I mean, I really shouldn't be, but I'm still surprised that they've made it up to 10 Fast and Furious movies. I remember when because I was at Universal Studios when one of the Fast and Furious movies came out. Well, I have to remind myself which one it was, because I don't keep track of the Fast and Furious movies. It is... which one was it? I'm gonna end up noticing it. Was it the... Which one came out on... There was one that came out on... Was it The Fate of the Furious? Was it that one? Yes, because it came out April 14th. And we were in Universal Studios when they were doing the whole like promo for it and stuff. So I remember watching that one because I was like, oh my gosh, like all the cars are out here, and yeah, they had a whole exhibit for it. But yeah, it's a little hard for me to keep up with it, not being like a huge like car person or, you know, a Fast and Furious fanatic. So but it was an interesting part of the tour. For the like backstage tour thing they do with the little tour tram thingy. So it was Chuck Norris's love child. I could see that being like a really funny plot for a movie. With both Keanu Reeves and Chuck Norris in there. Oh my gosh. you would definitely get some butts in the seats in the theaters. Yeah. But speaking of that tour ride at Universal Studios, the California one, I guess some memories with that in its earlier stages. I can't remember if I went on it before there was a fire that happened, and I don't remember if my family and I went on that one before or after. I think it was before. I might be wrong, but I have vivid memories of the King Kong area because the bridge, and I realize how this was possible now, like looking at it from a different perspective. But it felt like the bridge when the trams, when the whatever it is called, I'm just gonna call it a tram. When the tram goes across the bridge, it feels like King Kong is grabbing the bridge and shaking it back and forth. How old was I? I was like maybe, I think 4. I was like maybe like 3 or 4 at the time. Core memory scared the crap out of me. Like, I was screaming and crying, and it was like, I remember I was on one side of it and I was like the closest to the animatronic, and just seeing its like sheer size, I was screaming. I crawled to the other side of the tram. I was going, ah! And I distinctly remember the tour guide telling everybody, or asking, like, does anybody have a banana? Maybe he'll calm down if we give him a banana. And then we proceeded to exit that area. And it was like a huge black room. And inside of it was the animatronic. But it was huge. It was a huge animatronic. I was like, oh my gosh, this is freaking nuts. And then right afterwards is like the How the Grinch Stole Christmas area. It was like a Whoville area. I distinctly remember that part of it. But yeah, so that's just one of my core memories of being like terrified by this gigantic King Kong animatronic. Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace. This 5 almost jumped off the tram and the banana breath. Yeah. Like, it's just terrifying. Like, it's cool as an adult, right? Because you understand it's not real. But when you're a kid going through that is a gigantic gorilla. And it has huge teeth. But yeah, I don't know why I don't remember the banana breath part of it. I think I was just so scared. But looking back on it now, I'm like, that was a good memory though. Like, as terrifying as it was, it's still a good memory. Oh my gosh, it's 11:22. This just further proves what I was saying earlier to the ephemeral? Is that the name? Let me scroll up and see. Ethereal, that's who it was. But yeah, this just further proves what I was saying earlier, that time tends to tick by really, really quickly when you are fully immersed in what you are doing. Should we watch movie 2012? Oh my gosh, Spank! Wow, that is brave. Down in crack of earth, I fell out of my seat on my knees. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I had done something similar oh my gosh, like how many years ago was this? This must have been, let's see, I graduated like 10 years ago. So this was maybe 8 years ago. I did something similar to that where I can't remember what movie it was. It didn't really matter to me because I was not sober at all. And I remember it was nighttime. The sun had gone down and I was wearing sunglasses. I think everybody like every employee knew why I was wearing shades at night. So the part the ride opened up, there was a 3-hour wait time and the T-Rex was dropping oil on passengers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that ride's got some maintenance issues. When my family and I went to the Orlando Universal Studios, I think it was the river ride for the Jurassic Park area. It was closed down for maintenance. So I had just watched like ride through videos of it to kind of like live vicariously through the people that were filming the videos. But I also had watched a history video on the ride, and lo and behold, yeah, it's had a lot of maintenance issues. So it's kind of it's an older ride anyway. So, but yeah. I was trying to keep from falling forward. You put like a rail for yourself. There's some movie theaters that like they're set up in that way. They're tiered so much that there is a little rail where people can rest their feet and not have them like right on like the headrest of the seat below them. So remember the E.T. ride? My fear of aliens came from that ride. I don't remember experiencing that one. That might have been, I think I might have been too young for that. But I wish I could remember other rides from back then. I remember the very first time that I rode Goliath with my youngest brother, and he didn't scream at all. Like that kid's got like, I don't know, he's got nerves of steel. He does not scream on roller coasters at all. But yeah. Let's see, I think we're gonna have the crinkle go right here. Speaking of roller coasters, I can't go on them anymore. I start blacking out. I think it was at Busch Gardens. I think that was my last hoorah with the roller coasters. I started going up, started climbing the hill with the chain, you know, being pulled up the hill, and you hear the anti-rollback system going clink, 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 clink. And I made the mistake of looking down and how high up we were. And I don't want to say I necessarily have like a fear of heights, because I can be in an airplane and look down and be like, okay, this is fine, whatever. But when it's something like, when it's a narrow roller coaster track, and if I can hear the clanking around and stuff, and like when I look down at it, I barely see the track, and it's just the ground, and we go over the crescendo of it. That terrified me. It just terrified me, and I started seeing little black dots appearing in my vision, and they start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I just closed my eyes and I prayed to God. I was like, just let me survive this and just let me get off of this ride. I ain't gonna do it no more. I think because like my heart started just beating really, really fast, and I tried to close my eyes and just feel like I was a bird. I was just letting it take me where it was gonna go, and eventually we got back to the station. I told my family what happened, and that was it. So, but yeah, roller coasters have been like a big thing in my family, but I get to join my mom in holding the bags for the next family vacations we go on. So yeah, my dad's the big roller coaster fanatic, and then my brothers will tag along too. This last family vacation, actually, they did a lot of the single rider lines because it's faster, but you're not sitting next to people that you know, and so that was my big priority. Like, I want to sit next to people that I know because I'm having these nerve issues. So, but yeah, it was a good time, good memories. Back to the Future ride. Was that the one that was replaced by the Simpsons ride, the simulator? Because I remember, did I go on that one? I think I went on that one. It could have been better. I'm sorry, it could have been better. The graphics, I wasn't impressed with the graphics of it. So yeah, I never got to experience the Back to the Future ride, so because of the Simpsons. But I did enjoy having the huge donut cake because it's essentially a cake with how huge it is. Aliens Before I even knew what they were, and that was when I was 5 to 6 years old. Oh my gosh, wow. So you got kind of like desensitized to them. Been on a roller coaster a day in my life. They're a hit or miss. It depends on the type of coaster, whether it's like a wooden one or it's like a metal one, or a steel coaster is what I should actually say, or if it's a hybrid. There's a whole bunch of different kinds, depending on like the intensity level, if it's like a kiddie coaster. Yeah, and you have to know yourself too. You have to know, like, do you have like a heart issue? Do you have like, a spine issue? Are you pregnant? Because it's not going to be good for your baby if you're pregnant and going on a roller coaster, especially with the restraints. That would be bad. And also like the positioning of the seats too, because there are some roller coaster seats that are just like really uncomfortable, especially for guys, because you got stuff between your legs, and for some of the coasters, like the inertia just like crushes them. Just like I had to just like cringe up in my seat. And for the dudes out there, like nope. So, late teens, then Final Destination came out. Ooh, man, yeah, that movie changed a lot of people, and you see a truck with a bunch of logs in it. We're not gonna be behind that. Nope. That's a hard no. Yeah, I saw a lot of people were pissed about it. The very end that they really replaced it with an L attraction there, an L tier attraction. So Universal was the only reason to go back. They would let you go to the backlot where you were being chased by zombies. Oh, that's so much fun. I saw, because when we went to the Florida one, I saw that they had stuff set up for it, And they had stuff for it in the gift shop as well. Because me and my dad went to a Chucky exhibit, and we thought like initially that it was going to be like a haunted house kind of a thing. But it was like a whole like memorabilia exhibit. So we got a lot of cool pictures with like the Chucky dolls and the different like landscapes that they have over there. So that was cool. They had that at the Cabana Bay Resort, which I highly recommend because the immersion factor, everything looks like it's from like the 70s. They even have like the old like 70s cartoon commercials for stuff. Like it was really, really cool. I think it was a more affordable experience than the Disney park, the Disney World and Epcot. So I just got a kind of low lung capacity, but that's about it. Ah, gotcha. Okay, well, yeah, I can't say that I would recommend roller coasters then, because there's a lot of oxygen hitting you really fast, and then the screaming parts of it. Yeah, I would recommend having a larger lung capacity in that case. Versus Hollywood. I grew up in Cali. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. So they both do it then. Oh, that makes sense that they would both do it. I'm just like casually cleaning this up and ranting and raving. That quote just reminds me of the Waxinator YouTube poops. Crazy old Maurice. He was in here last night raving. He was like twirling around glow sticks. What? Space Godzilla? What? You know, okay, hold on. I gotta say this. I saw a Godzilla coloring book at the store today, and I was very tempted to get it, but it's a little out of my price range. But I was really tempted to get the Godzilla coloring book. I was like, the kaiju lover in me is kind of like, should I do it? No. I'm here for toilet paper. Can't do it. But it was tempting. That is cool. So is there already a trailer out for it, Laverian? Because if so, I'm gonna check that out after the stream. That sounds cool. That sounds cool. That might be one I see in theaters. I'll tell Wolf about it. Be like, I'm going with or without you. Ooh, teaser trailer. Nice. Nice. Yeah, after a stream, I'll check that out. That sounds super cool. Oh, in 2 years. Okay. That gives them plenty of time. Godzilla X Kong. Oh, it's another X Kong one. Ooh. I liked seeing the different kaiju in the previous one, where they're going like into, you know, the Middle Earth or whatever they called it. That one was cool. Different little references to the past. Marzilla versus the Venus fly. Ends up being a Venus flytrap. You ever had like a paragraph that's worth explaining something, you just give up trying to explain it? Kind of. Sometimes. Depends on like if it's If it's something that's like in an argument, you know, like on social media or something, I'm just like, no, it's not worth it. This isn't worth it. But if it's to like a family member or like a close friend or something, then it depends on what the context is. So I think it was like $15. I say out of my price range, but I'm on a budget. Like I have this very small list. I'm like, no, if it's outside the list, I can't do it. I can't do it. But looking back on it now, I'm just like, actually that would have been good for a stream. Like point the camera down and just be like coloring the Godzilla coloring book. They have a whole bunch of coloring books. Like I didn't realize how popular those were getting. Like they have an anime manga version of Star Wars. Is it? It must be. If it was at the store, it must be on Amazon. Hold on. Let me double check. When you crochet something and you have to test its dimensions, and then you just want to stop working on it because it's terrible. I have a pair of I think I have a pair of crocheted gloves that my Oma had made for me, and they're pretty comfy. Let me make sure. Yes, it was that one. The Godzilla official coloring book, that one. For on Amazon it says that it's $12.78. So at the store they're trying to make a little profit. But yes. So it was that one. Which is a better deal from Amazon. Let me clear this up a little bit. I'm like slowly but surely just adding more and more little details to this. I'll likely be working on this tomorrow. Can I even English right now? I'll be working on this some more tomorrow. Simplifying it a few minutes ago, so I retyped it like 3 times. Oh, yeah, that's fair. That happens. Gotta clarify, clean it up a little. You finish. Wait, what? Hold on a sec. Just realized Miku is like all of my favorite things. Mint green, has a tie, collar shirt, and arm warmers. Oh my gosh, that's great. Total comfort character right there. Coloring on these last 20 minutes for this whole thing? Absolutely not. although because it's in its like a sketch phase of it, jotting down some colors would not be a bad idea.
I want Godzilla Creative Corner with bombs going off, yippee-ki-yay motherfuckers.
Thank you so much, Lavarian Savage. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll go to the store tomorrow and get it. I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow and get it then. And we can start off our show tomorrow doing some Godzilla coloring book coloring. We'll do that. I'll do that for the warm up. The high pitched Jack chat reader, yes. I would love to be able to program in like Gumi doing a text to speech. That would be so much fun. I have no idea how to do that or if it's even possible. So, but thank you so much, Litvarian Savage, for the $20 donation. Our coloring book fund, yeah. Can you have a polka dot Godzilla? If I find a good one, if I find a good page on it, yeah. You could do a polka dot Godzilla. Oh my gosh, like he's got the chicken pox. Yeah! I'm excited for this now. Sweet, okay. Figured out what we're gonna do tomorrow. It's a good feeling to have some assurance, the promise of more creativity. Okay, so I've got my light sketch in here, and I'm just throwing some colors in, solidifying some more areas of this. Do a little foundation. Some brown for the deck. The Mothra box, yes. You know how there's videos out there of people taking coloring books and like making little changes to them or adding certain things onto that? That would be funny to draw Mothra like landing on Godzilla and giving Godzilla the Mothra box. The monkey box. Oh my gosh. Put like a little thermometer in its mouth. Now is Godzilla a he or a she? Because I thought that the original one was a she, and then in the newer ones it's a he, or maybe I have it flipped around. But he's a she. Wait, hold up, confused now. My brain hurts. Brain explodes. Which is the other side of your meme you reference, and you're all like, yeah, yes. It's happened a couple of times, but only a couple times. Oh, Godzilla's trans. Godzilla's been hoarding up all the hormones. These are all mine. None of you get any more of them. They're all mine. Oh gosh, Spake. Oh man, I did not need that visual. Oh my gosh. She's like, dude, looks like a lady. Put a little bow, a pink bow on Godzilla. I'm having too many ideas without the actual, like, book in front of me. A little more yellow. Godzilla is a male, right? And original Gojira is a female. That's what I was thinking. I think so. That reminds me, is the YouTube channel where you can watch the old Godzilla movies? Is it still live? I'm not seeing it anymore. But like there was a YouTube channel, and I watched like the full length movies where like it was like Son of Godzilla, Mothra versus Godzilla. Is it? Which channel is it? It's not. Is it Turner Classic Movies? Hold on a moment. Let me make sure that's muted. Bride of Godzilla. No, it must not be. It must not be that one. Mother-in-law of Godzilla. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I can't find it anymore. There used to be a channel where it would be like, you know, 24/7 live streaming. I guess Warner Bros. Entertainment has like clips and compilations of battle scenes. But there was a channel that had a 24/7 like live stream going up of a bunch of like classic Godzilla movies. But I guess it got taken down. It's not Shout. Yeah, I can't find it anymore, unfortunately. Oh, wait. Is it that one? Is it Shout Studios? They have live streamed Alf? What? That's cool. Okay. But I don't know if it's. I can't find Godzilla on there, but that is nuts. I believe it was this channel. I believe it's this channel that used to have live streams of old Godzilla movies, but they have, as you can see, they have a whole bunch of live streams where you can watch old TV shows. So, yep, they used to have a bunch of Godzilla movies on there, but they have a bunch of other stuff on there too. So, Bonanza, oh my gosh. Yeah, so if you guys enjoy, you know, older TV shows and live streams, there's a combination of that. Tax collector of Godzilla. Oh my gosh. Godzilla female in a relationship with Mothra. Does that mean Godzilla is a lesbian? Oh no. Oh no. There's gonna end up being a domestic violence domestic violence case. Oh my goodness. That's gonna get clipped. Law and Order Gong. Yeah, for sure. Dun dun. I almost feel like I'm layering the VTuber model now with all the layering and the ordering of it. I never realized how many folders and how many layers are needed for a VTuber model until I started making it. And I was like, oh my gosh. I have a newfound respect for some of these artists because there is so many layers. There's so many layers. Like an onion. This is a little too dark for the inside. So I'll fix that up here. Something like that, maybe. Do they? Do they really love it? Oh my gosh. I should say this. Okay, so there's a website, and Wolf and I were gonna send Kit Kat something from this website. They have stuff made out of like gummy worms or gummy bears. They have chocolate things, and some of them are shaped very interestingly. So one of those is a butthole, and I'm just all like, tempting. This is tempting. It's like, joke gifts. See, I believe this needs to be in here as well. So, yeah, the things that you find on the internet. Oh my gosh, I have 5 minutes. What in the world? Thank you everyone for hanging out with me tonight. This has been a messy sketch. It's been a messy sketch, but I've been enjoying it nevertheless. So I don't like those orange chocolate things. You peel them in. Yes, they do. I can only eat like just a very, very little bit of it because the combination of orange and chocolate just, it's not always my thing. But man, some of those ridges, some of those ridges. Do a sketch of mess. Yes, all of these characters, yes, they are all messy. No, get off of me. Oh my gosh. You're never gonna be able to live that down, Spike. The variant's gonna be telling you, get off of me. In every single chat now. Let's see, this floor needs to be just a little lighter. Why would I hug you? Heartless. Heartless fiend. Okay, I'm gonna try to quickly throw in the frames for these windows, even though this is like very much not even. For example's sake, I'm putting these in here, and then there's a railing as well. I'm so glad we got that sliding screen door in there. Which one is this one? Here it is. Again, not even, but it gets the point across that there are posts here for the railing. I think so far that's a pretty good example of where things are going to be. Okay, saving that again. And this is where I'm going to conclude my stream for the night. Thank you everyone for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you to Letvarian Savage for all the donos. I appreciate that. I'm going to be doing a coloring book run tomorrow. All right, guys. Like I said earlier, this is where I'm ending my stream for the night. Thank you once again for hanging out with me, being creative, seeing the process. I appreciate each and every one of you for spending the time, chatting, lurking. Yes, I'm gonna watch the teaser trailer for that, because my goodness, like, that's getting me hyped up for another Godzilla and King Kong movie, especially in space. Like, whoa, awesome. Yes, have a wonderful rest of the night, everybody. Or morning, actually, I should say. Have a wonderful Saturday morning. I will see you guys tomorrow, or I guess later on today at 8:30 p.m. Pacific. I'll have more of the artwork that I'll be working on, as well as starting it off with some coloring book action. So hope that you guys will join me tomorrow. Space Truckers was funny. There's a Space Truckers? What in the world? Oh, tomorrow we'll have some more opportunities for gold digging, for jumping for stars. So, but yeah. So I hope that you guys will join me tomorrow, and also on Sunday. Sunday is Mother's Day. So if you got a mom out there, if you have a motherly figure that you want to, have a nice thank you to, spend some time with them, be sure to do that. So, but that's for Sunday. I'll see you on Saturday, or I guess today. My brain's just mush right now. So, all right, guys, I'm heading on out. See you tomorrow. Stay creative, stay vibing, stay chill, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.